Hi, Dove here, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series. And today we have a Sunday special episode, so we're not going to be focusing on just one artist. We're going to be going through a bunch, and just we're going to have a chill time here. And it's going to be less, I guess, focused. And we're just going to go through some artists that I've found. Maybe I could do like an episode, like a dedicated episode on like one artist, who knows? But yeah, usually I have like a Pura file where I dump all of my gathered downloaded images, but I haven't really done that this week. I was really busy. And actually, I have been drawing a lot more, sketching a lot more on the side, practicing. So I'm starting to make that a habit a little more. So I'm very glad. In a way, this is a sign that I have been focusing a lot on not just gathering images and downloading awesome art, but actually practicing. But yeah, so I do have a couple of posts here or artists that I think I don't know I like them and I want to be able to share them with you. So we have this artist named Yuo or Yue or Yueko. I believe I've seen their work on YouTube, but I would just link their X page because they do have a lot of like links here for their work. I do like their style, very painterly. Oh, they do have like a colosso class. I haven't tried a colosso class, but I have seen a lot of like big time artists be associated with this platform. So check it out. And yeah, based on the style alone, let me just zoom in on. Yeah, this one's a fan art of Dan Dan. Can we zoom in? I'll try this again. Excuse me. Yeah, they have a very painterly style. I do like it. It's a bit mixed media-ish, and it's kind of impressionistic, where you just see more of the paint strokes, I guess, right? For example, for the skirt here, it's not always shown via lines. I mean, you do have some lines, but it's mixed in with some more painterly strokes. I do see some texture brushes here and there, but I do like the chaotic look to it. It has a painterly look, which I do have a bias for. Like I just seem to gravitate more towards painterly artists a little more. Maybe recently I have been exploring more like drawing or ink, like pencil types of artists, but I think this is like the original sort of love that I have for yeah. Right, you can even see some initial sketches in like the hair. So they do leave that in, and I do think it's mostly like a hard round brush, and then maybe some texture brushes here and there. Maybe the occasional blending slash mixer brush. Who knows? Um, I do like how the hair is very impressionistic, very painterly. But if you look at the edge of the hair, the silhouette, it's fairly tight, meaning there's no like nuance. It's pretty clear where it ends, where it begins. But within that strong shape, that silhouette, you do see more of that chaotic painterly vibe. So maybe that's the trick. For example, look for this whole character over here. I forgot her name, Momo. I think it's Momo. The silhouette is fairly strong, very strong. But within that, it does get a little more wild. I do like how the line work is kind of it changes color a little bit here and there, but on average, it's pretty red or red brown, which is very common. I'm not sure why, but red, brown, or dark red, or red in general, just seems to work as like a line work thing, like a pseudo line work. Or if you want the line work to sort of blend with the colors, if you're gonna pick just one color, red seems to just work a little more. But yeah, I do like it, very painterly. I could do an episode on Yuko or Yue. So we have some free reign over here. Pretty cool. Look at that. I think I found their work way back on ArtStation. Like one of their pieces got recommended on the homepage. And then I rediscovered them via, I think it's this one. Let me check. Hit open. This one. I've seen this specific piece, the one with the red ribbon. I've seen that on ArtStation in the homepage. So this is Yue. There you go. And it's pretty intimidating having like a booth like this because maybe just to visit, but to actually have your own booth, I don't know. I think my social anxiety will just not allow that. But it looks fun though, right? It looks fun. Yeah, so check out I will link their page in the description below. So I also have another one here. What's her name? Let me just turn this off, This one, I think they're Chinese, right? But they have a very painterly style as well. Although they're more contained, meaning they don't often do the backgrounds, I guess. Okay, it's taking a while to load for some reason. Let me just do this. Why is it taking so long to load? Anyway, they don't have a lot of hue variety, but if you look at the hair, the body, pretty much everywhere, they have a lot of value variety, meaning it's the same color within the same hue, but there's different like lightness to darkness involved. So that variation seems to be with the body or with the skin, it's a bit more close. There's less contrast there, but for the hair, the eyes, you could definitely see some like it encompasses like a wide range of values. Man, this thing is taking so long to load for some reason. Should I refresh? Give me a second, guys. Refresh. What the fuck? Okay, so I think it zoomed in. There you go. Look at that. I do see the Terminator line. I think it's called the Terminator line, where the light meets the dark. And it's kind of orange because of the subsurface scattering, I believe. And if you look at the edges here of the body, there is kind of a pseudo line work. It's fairly dark, a little darker than say the actual skin tone, but it helps sort of contain the figure. I do see this with a lot of like more painted pieces. Yeah, they don't have line work in the normal like typical way or sense, but they do have this sort of dark silhouette, like an Art Nouveau style line to sort of define the edges. They could have just done like the whole negative thing where you define the edge via values, but I think it works if you add a bit of that emboldened sort of line. Because they're doing it for the skin, for the bra, the shorts. And I also noticed a lot of mixer brush use. So I could do, who knows, an art review maybe, but yeah. Oh, I clicked it twice or something? Yeah, I will link this artist too. And I think they have like, oh, this is like a before and after. So that's pretty cool. You can see the development really. Like it shows you that sometimes you actually have good ideas, but you just lack the skills to be able to actualize those ideas of yours fully. I mean, on the left hand side, yeah, it's a good sort of idea. It's not a bad drawing actually, but obviously on the right hand side, you do see it's more intense, and I think you're able to express yourself more, and you're gonna be happier when that happens. So I think we don't really have bad ideas. We just have shitty skills. Oh, but I think it's worth it, right? So I believe this is the Miku. I'm not really sure where she's from, but she's a very popular character. Like there's even like a Brazilian Miku for some reason. So this character is pretty much everywhere. I do like again the very painterly style. Can we zoom in a little bit? Look at that. Yeah. And they're very good with the lighting. Like the reflected lighting, the under lighting, even the nose. Yeah, the nose is always tricky. Like they even add like nose holes or nostrils. Like the mouth, the inner mouth has a lot more anatomy being shown than the actual nose. We have like a fang there, so that's pretty cool. And I do see some oranges being used, subsurface scattering, right? And again, that emboldened line in the edge. And I do think they mainly use like a basic round brush, and then on top of that, they'll use like a mixer brush or a blending brush to get these soft edges. But you can tell they're more of a painter than a drawer, I guess, because they use less lines. But look at the hair, look at the swooping nature of it. It's so cool to look at. So check out the work of, what's her name again? Oh, they do have a few more here of the same character. Maybe this is their OC or something. Oh my god, this is taking too long to load, dude. Oh yeah, it's an OC. It's an original character. Look at that. Kind of hot. What's her name? Yuas. Quick frozen glutinous rice balls. Okay. So I will link this person too in the description below. So let me just X this, X this, X this. Damn. I have so many open. Oh, No, this one's kind of weird because this character is from the Evangelion series, Neon Genesis Evangelion. So let me just zoom in over here. It's I find it interesting. Yeah, it's especially these ones. They look kind of special, if you know what I mean, especially with the eyes. But I do like this because look at how you can capture a character with even like super. The lines are kind of scribbly. It looks like it was done in MS Paint for some reason, but it looks good. They're practicing the perspectives with this one, and I do like it, right? And they're trying to explore different like views, full body, but kind of in a different pose, kind of switching to the side, kind of as they come closer to you, or they're practicing how the head looks like from different angles. And I think this is something I really need to learn is just how to simplify the figure, the face, the body, especially since I'm more interested in like anime stuff. Like look at how you can illustrate pretty much a full thing. Yeah, it's not fully rendered, but you're able to illustrate like the full character even in its most simplified form. Even those arms, that figure look pretty good for some reason. Yeah, the face is simplified, but it's way better than my imaginative stuff. So I need to do more simplified sketches, I think. If I can do this, then I guess I can it's easier to just level up and add more detail. So I will link this artist too in the description below. Move on, let's move on. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Um they do have a diverse sort of work style or art style, but this one just got me the most for some reason. Let me zoom in on this one too. Right? First of all, that red and black, it's a good sort of a mix. But even though it's like a sketch, it was able to capture like the character. I believe it's from the Zen Zen something, Zero Zen game because it looks like she has like a shark tail, and I do think it's a character from that game maybe. But look at how confident it is. Look at how gestural it is, right? You can even see the original sort of sketchy lines. It looks kind of good. Not kind of, it is good. And partnering that up into blacks or black fill-ins, I think that would look great. If you have like a lasso fill, because I do like using the lasso fill tool in Clip Studio Paint, I think I could try something like this. Keep my sketches kind of loose, and then just add like some blacks here and there, black fill-ins, and then add like one color just to sort of define the silhouette. Because sometimes your lines can go over stuff, so by adding this one color silhouette kind of underneath the drawing, it just helps tie things together a little bit more. And there's no shading at all here. It's just like maybe a little bit with the under part of this top. So I do like the look. So I will link this artist as well. I mean, look at that. Very confident, right? And if you have a sketch like this that looks good even in this level of development, I mean, it's like you've got it. You know, you can just like this is pretty much the foundation of whether you want to ink it further, color, add some shadows, or fully render the thing. Who knows? Or even add a background. This is the foundation, and I want to get good. I want to be able to fill up pages full of stuff like this. It's kind of hot. Oh, so here we have I believe they have like a manga. They actually post more pages of their work than colored stuff or promo stuff. Let me just hit the media tab. Oh, they have an Instagram, so check them out. Yeah, most of their pages or artworks that they post is kind of like black and white. It's like a page from their manga. But I do like the more colored stuff, right? The fun stuff, right? Look at that. Let's go to the more recent one because it was like a batch of photos. This one, right? Look at check them out. So I think it's from their own manga, right? I do like the ink work, right? Grayscale, okay. The hair is mostly in black with some white highlights. Some hatching and say the necklace and the bra. Oh, look at her arms. She's like jacked. Nice abs too. Like damn, she's kind of hot. Oh, she has like a ring. I do like her thing in her wrist, sort of bracelets. It looks kind of cool. She's a cool looking character, very dominant, looks confident. Let me see the other one. This one. Ugh, come on, load fast. Okay. Oh my, can someone please just freaking, oh jeez. Oh, I think it's the same character but different position. Look at that. Even the water particles look freaking cool. And they do have like a halftone thing. You could have just added like a gray like thing, but maybe they're doing this for print, or maybe it's more of a style thing. But look at the ink work. Even though I'm more averse to doing ink work, I still like the way it looks. You know, you can appreciate something even if you yourself are not inclined to do that thing. And especially if you're someone who has like a lot of, if you're very influenced by a lot of artists, just remember you don't have to do everything they're doing. You can appreciate someone's work while not necessarily wanting to do the kind of work they're doing. Look at this. I believe she's like a goddess or something, and she has like a trident. Nice. Kind of. Oh, I do like the pants here. And you have to be very smart where you put the black fill-ins because you can overdo it. Let's go here. So this one doesn't have color. Oh, look at the water effects. Damn. Even the reflections being casted by the water moving on her legs. And look at this over here. Damn, they're even showing that bit of like, you know, it's basically the butt, but from the back. But you're seeing the lower parts. Wow. Oh my. Oh, the clouds look nice too. I think they're painted in. Pretty cool. Damn. Wait, she's using like goggles? Can she see? Oh, it makes sense because maybe her eyes hurt when she's moving too fast. Who knows? It's a cool shot. It's a cool shot. I'm not sure if do they manually write this, or do they have like a text or a font for it, because it looks freaking cool. This one's my favorite. She's just so dominant. Like, yeah, I'm her. So hot. So it's a Far East Chimera, I guess. So check out their work. I will link this person in the description below. Oh, here we have a similar artist. So we have two inks. Itabashi Daisuke, and now we have Shinya Komi. I do like their inks. I'm not sure if they do manga, but I do like their drawings. So it's usually just a black and white drawing. Manga style, no color. Some grays, obviously some black fill-ins, but their grays are usually like a half-tone sort of texture. I do like it. There you go, that's it. And the background is like one color. Usually like a pastel, a very light color. Look at this pose over here. Very hot. Damn. Like this one's a colored piece. It's cool too, but I just have a thing for this one's pretty hot too. Jeez, oh my god. And I do like the contrast here because from the hairstyle, even the glasses, she looks kind of innocent, right? But you can tell she's kind of undressing because she's holding like her coat or sweater or shirt. So you're seeing like a different side of her, I guess. And I do like the pose because again, it's like you're physically seeing her from behind. So it's kind of like a way to show that you're seeing a different side of this innocent sort of character, right? Very anime-esque. Look at that. And whenever I look at art like this, like it just, even though I suffer sometimes, or most times, eventually one day I'm gonna be able to do stuff like this, and it's so gonna be worth it. Yeah, I know it's not always good to think about like the end because it's kind of like you're postponing your happiness. Yes, the process can be fun too, and it is fun, but because there are times when I create something, right? And I look back, or I just quickly think, and I go, oh shit, years ago I would not be able to do this shit. But to me, today it's like a normal thing. So I like having those sorts of epiphanies or insights. Look at her. There you go. You know what? Perhaps I've done an art review of this person, or maybe I linked their page in one of the artists I reviewed. Who knows? But I feel like I've done or showcased a little bit of their work on the art review series. right? There's no environment. There's just one sort of character. Maybe some. Here she's holding like a plant thing, a vase. Here she has like an electric fan, right? Damn. And they're very smart, right? You know, they're not showing everything. They're kind of at the edge, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you can see it, but there you go. And their line work is fairly minimal too. So it looks like the typical standard way of doing like illustrate or manga types of illustrations. It's a bit clean. Although I do notice for the inks, perhaps there's a little bit of texture on the line work. Very slight texture. Look at that. Even if it's just black and white, one color in the background to help the drawing pop out even more. Damn. And I've been noticing in the hair, most of it can just be black. And you just have to add the highlights later on. So I guess for the hair, you just have to make sure that the silhouette is fairly strong. And then you just decide how much detail you want to put in. But if you just get the silhouette right of the hair, that's usually enough. So check out their work. How demure. Look at that. Oh, even the hands, they're showing like the little knuckle thingies per like finger part. Look at that. Damn. Break. Let's move on. So here we have, I think I found this artist via this piece. I do like this anime. I forgot the name. Blood something. Kekai. Let me click on it. Can this be highlighted? Oh, Blood Blockade Battlefront. I do like this anime. I think it only has 2 seasons. And sometimes like each episode can be its own thing. That's what I've noticed. And it's not like a continuous thing. Maybe for season 1, but I think season 2 is more like it can be like segmented, and like you can watch one episode and just sort of watch that and not have it like you don't have to wait for the next episode to figure things out. For those of you seeing this anime, I do like this character. Obviously, she saw it. This guy is more of the crazy F-boy. He's always with a bunch of women for some reason. This one is she's the hopeless romantic. She's kind of the teleporter. She's not the only one. She used to work for like a spy or infiltrating team, but they're all retired and they all have like their own space. But she decided to sort of go into this life of they're basically like they fight crime or they fight vampires or something. Like they keep things in check basically. They're like cops, but like a special division. And obviously this is the new guy. My favorite episode is the double X episode when he's doing the whole like double X, double X. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, you're like, what? But I do recommend you watch the anime and get to that episode because you're gonna empathize with him so much. But yeah, I do like. By the way, for this artist named Ash Proc or Ongoing, they do have a very varied style. Like I don't even know what their style is because they're so experimental, right? Look at this. Like they're the kind of artist that just feels like they're free, like they're not bound by any rules. Ooh, wow, right? Look at this. This one doesn't have as much line work. It's more, I mean, a little bit. Obviously, it's showing through a little bit, but I guess the line work is pretty thin. Sometimes it's black and white, kind of like this. Look at this, right? And it's very sketchy. So because of that, it helps them produce a lot of work. So that's the advantage of it. Oh, I forgot this anime name, but it's a good anime. I'm not sure if season 2 is coming, but yeah, look at that. So the facial features are a lot more blown up. See the contrast here? It's like sketch and some grayscale, some color, but it's very like desaturated. And a very high exposure, high contrast. Yeah, a part of it is very exposed in light, the lower left, but it's mostly painted, but it's still freaking cool. Look at that. So I guess they like this anime a lot because you can see it's from the same anime. This one, look at that. Here, this one does have some color there. Come on. Look at them. Yeah, very wild artist. They're just everywhere. Oh, this was kind of interesting. It's taking so long to load. This one looks crazy. Look at that. A lot more gritty with the texture strokes or the strokes when it comes to like the arm, right? Like there's some kind of border effect happening. Oh, look at this. This is like a pencil sketch maybe, or a pen sketch. Oh, look at that. So gritty, but smegsy. Yeah, so they have a lot of work, but obviously what got my attention, I think I already mentioned it, is this one. It's my favorite. Obviously, there's like an emotional attachment there. So, yeah. So I will link this artist too in the description below. I think we have 2 more or 3 more artists, but for these two, this one and the next one, they're more of the painterly types. What's her name? Kyoshi ST. Oh, looks like Attack on Titan. Damn, I haven't seen the show, but because there are like so many seasons and it's not like worth it for me. But it seems like it's like a popular show, so yeah. I have noticed in their portfolio it's a lot more desaturated, right? Like the vast majority of it, and they're very focused on the narrative aspects, and they do like adding some effects to their drawings or paintings. Lots of like punk rock influence maybe in their work, like goth culture, right? Rebel culture. Yeah, pretty odd. Oh damn, they've got a chain. Interesting. Oh, this one's kind of cool. So I'm not sure. Maybe the background is like a 3D or a photo or something. And he like impose the drawings in. Pretty cool. Yeah, sometimes they do play with their styles a bit. This one, it's a little more. There's a little more saturation, but it's less dark. There's less contrast. Very interesting. Right? Look at that. I see a lot of grays in their work. Right? So a lot of emo vibes, goth vibes, rock vibes, punk vibes. Oh, this one's kind of devilish. Oh, I see a centipede. Oh, I am liking this one a little more. Oh, look at the tongue. What that tongue do? Um, right? Look at this. Come on. There you go. So check out the work. Oh, look at this. So it could be. Is this a girl version? Maybe. Who knows? Kind of. Wait. Let's look at their painting a little bit. Is there texture? I do see a lot of mixer brushing or blending brushes, maybe. But it feels like I don't know. Is there an RGB shift effect? This one's kind of a BL. Ooh. Ooh la la. Oh, they're painting with their iPad. Very interesting. Should I buy one? I don't have to because I already have like a big ass tablet over here. These look like esticles. Esticles. Yeah, so that's it for this quick sort of overview of their work. Oh, this one's a bit sharp. Damn. So lots of narrative stuff as well, like storytelling. And lots of work to show. Look at that. Oh, I guess they were a little more colorful in the past, but something changed. They got darker. Oh no. It got more gray. Maybe their world got a little more dim, right? Or maybe they're just maturing. Or maybe it's like a phase, who knows? But yeah, I like their work. So check them out. I will link this, not the Kiyoshi one. Or Kiyoshi _ ST. I will link this page in the description below. Same thing for this artist, although I do see a lot more blues in the work. Also the same thing, very narrative centered. And they do try to push their illustrations to a more somewhat finished level. Meaning it's not just the drawing or the rendering. They almost always add like some kind of lighting effect, some graphical effects. It looks like a poster sometimes. Like it's ready to be like a printed thing or ready for publication types of artwork. Both of them, the one before and the artist I'm showing you now, What's her name? R5 or Yexin R5. So I believe this is Waibu or Weibu. Who knows? R5 Desu. I could do an art review of these people, but we'll see. Oh, look at this. Right, look at the way they break down the values. And even beforehand, the drawings seem a bit like direct. And they're able to capture like the pose fairly well. I mean, look at the hands here. Can we zoom in? I want to zoom in. It reminds me a little bit of how my input wo does their hands or feet, where it's very like quick and sharp, and they're really focusing on just breaking down the figure, the forms into very simple shapes. Like you want to be able to find and figure out your own shorthand for these sorts of things, because like oh, there's a bit of a gradient, right? It's lighter here, it goes darker as you go further to the top, so it has that watercolor effect a little bit. I do see the mixer brushes being used from time to time, or the blending brush. But I do think they're just painting with the hard round brush to fill in most of those colors, and then add the gradient, and then from there you add the maybe the blending stuff. Let me just have some coffee here. Look at this. Are they both boys? Oh no, kawaii. Oh, let's look at the line work a little bit. I think the line work has a little bit of opacity or color, right? Look at how here the color is sort of reddish. It fits with the skin. As I go further back, it becomes more dark blue, right? Look at that. Oh. Even the clouds, it was very simple, but it's so convincing. And yeah, I think they're really pushing these things because of the lighting as well. Like after adding in the values, the gradients, I think the gradients really help, like the soft, subtle gradations of value. With that, but also, yeah, you're showing the lighting, the difference in lighting, the subtle variation in lighting coming from the sun, the reflected lights coming from different parts of the environment. Maybe it's a little bit of subsurface scattering, maybe. Look at under the neck, or under the chin rather, or jaw. Even the ears, it's kind of glowing. Oh no. Kawaii. Kawaii. Damn, they're ready for it, guys. They're ready for it. Yeah, lots of great artwork here. There's so many. Oh, again, Miku is here. I think her name is Miku. It's taking too long to load. Look at this. I think it's from the same character we've seen below. Oh, this one's more. Look at that. Yeah. It looks. It's not super tight. You can still see some like edges there unfinished, but I think as a whole piece, it's very presentable. It's like a keyframe for an anime. And look at how there's no texture. It's really just like a basic hard round brush, a mixer / blending brush, and some gradients or soft brushes, and then from there, lots and lots of lighting effects. Look at that. Come on. Oh no. So do they have any? Oh, compromising position. Clapping those cheeks. Oh, I do see a little bit of subsurface scattering over here. Look at that. And, oh shit. I do see a little bit of, can you guys see it? RGB shift effect. It's always a classic. I've never seen it. Sometimes it can be overdone, but for the most part, it just works. Especially if you have like not so heavy textured illustrations. I think it just helps to add a little bit of something, right? So they clearly have a special bond. Look at this one. Oh, we have an eye patch guy or chick. Oh, look at them. How demure. I do. Oh, guys, it's so cool to look at. Oh, a rake brush. The rake brush is always like it pops up here and there sometimes. The line work is kind of, it's so confident to look at. Even the flower thing over here, right? So establish a drawing, sure. Get the values right. Make use of the blending brush. Add like the soft lighting. Look at the face. It's not just like one tone. You have like a soft gradation happening with the face. So I think they're using like a soft brush or a gradient tool for that. And then you add the lighting effects after, and then the RGB shift thingy. Yeah, and I do like how they're showing some of those line works. It really works well with the other stuff like the painting, the mixing, right? Even this part right here, it just looks so like everything seems balanced out for some reason. Oh, look at that. Even the clothing here, it's so fashionable. Like, oh, this could be like a fan art thing, who knows, or OC. I can't tell, but damn. So check this guy out. What's her name again? Yexin or R5. I will link this artist too in the description below. Now, to end things, usually when I do these Sunday special episodes, it is going to be on average a little longer than the normal art review episodes. Because again, we're just chilling here. We're chilling, we're relaxing, we're having some fun, right? Excuse me. So to end this episode, I'm going to give you something from the for you, because some of you are my true brothers and sisters. Like, you know my language, you know what makes me rise up in the morning, right? So let me introduce you to the work of. There you go. To the work of. Let me just open this because I want you to zoom in on this. Oh, let me just. Oh, it's taking too long to freaking load. There you go. That's it. Look at. Oh. So we have mattsunart here, or mattsun art. I will link this artist too. By the way, there's no like nudity here. They do have a thing for heavier women. Let me just open their profile in a different tab. But I remember seeing this on my timeline. Thankfully, X recommended this to me, and I was like, oh, like I just felt so happy when I saw this, because obviously, for those of you who don't know, I do have a thing for the puppies, for the dogs. And when I saw this, I was like, oh shit. Like, it makes me want to draw more, right? And yeah. Not much to say, but it's freaking awesome. I do like the foreshortening of the leg, obviously them toes. It's so like semi-realistic, right? And I like how everything is, or half of it is in shadow. It's from the Blue Archive like game. I think it's a game. So it's fan art, I guess. They all this art mattsunart likes to thicken everyone. So let me just go to the actual page here. Let's hit media, right? Don't worry, it's fairly safe. They don't like show like the actual assets. They're a bit more. Oh, let me just see their drawing here. I think it's a video. See, they even do like this is what it takes, guys. You have to practice. Oh, they're using Ibis paint. You have to practice a lot. Because I have noticed they're actually really good with the human figure. Obviously, they have their types, very heavy set, especially at the top. Wow, look at that. So they do a lot of erasing. They're not getting it right always in one go. They have to like resize things sometimes. Look at that. Like, this is the side that some artists don't always show, because obviously it can look bad on the timeline, but this is part of the process. You know, if I want to make stuff like this, I mean, look at that. Look at those. Jesus. Like, for those of you who are more of the top like joyer. I mean, I like all of these kinds of artworks, but obviously I have like a preference for like, yeah. But they're not rendering it. I think it's more classified as cell shading, meaning they still show the line work. And if you'll notice, it has a little bit of line, Jesus, variety, but it's not that much. And there's no texture. It's just like a solid sort of flat, and then some shadows, the occasional highlights. So don't worry about actual nudity. There's nothing here. It's very safe. It's safer. Oh, look at this. Oh my god! It actually fits this character because she's from the anime Rimuru something, slime, like reincarnated as a slime, and in the anime she does have the biggest, like it's almost nonsensical to the you know. Oh, I do like the foreshortening. I mean, let's look at this one. There you go. Look at them toes. They're doing the same thing with what? Check these out. This one's a One Piece fan art. Look at the hands. They're very good with like how it looks so. Do you know when something is so close to the camera, it sort of skews the perspective a little bit? They're doing the same thing. They can do it with the hands and obviously them dogs, right? Like it feels so real, like she's like about to put it in her mouth. Oh, jeez. I think I'm enjoying this artist a little too much, but there you go. But I think it's mostly safe, right? I mean, look at their artwork. It's so fun. If this video gets demonetized, fuck you. By the way, it's automatically done, so hopefully YouTube doesn't go all the way there. But I think it's worth it for some of you. I think you just need to be able to see artworks like this from time to time because it's so motivating. Number one, it's hot, but number two, like it's just so like human anatomy, figure drawing, like all of those practice sessions. It's worth it because one day you're gonna be able to do something like this. Let me just check this video out. Look at that. Oh shit. They got it at the first try for the most part. So they have a rough drawing, initial drawing, and then they do another drawing again for the body and the hair. And then they do the flats. Okay. Shadows. And then some like lighting effects for the red parts, some highlights, and some textures for like the freckle in the face, freckles. Damn, they're so confident in their drawings. God damn, oh, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, and they still show the line work there. They're using a basic round brush too. Very interesting. So I think this is one of my all-time favorite artists. Because obviously, like the figure as well, it just looks so dynamic and very playful. So hopefully, this artist has inspired you to do something with your work as well. So I'm gonna end the Sunday special here with the work of Mattsun Art. I'm gonna be linking all of these artists in the description below, and I'm not sure if I'll like do a focused episode on them in the future. But again, this is a Sunday special, so it's more of a chill session here. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me just zoom in one more time because I wanna. Hey, there. Oh, Jesus, mother. Oh my. Okay. Bye.